Yo, what's up, everyone? I'm here with Dustin Larson, right?
That's me, yeah.
And we're in Chiang Mai right now. And I met him a few days ago, and we were talking about veganism. And he used to be a vegan for 1 year. Said it was one of the worst decisions of your life.
It was pretty bad, yeah.
And so we're just going to be talking about his experiences with veganism and why he's no longer a vegan. Okay, so we're going to debunk some myths for you guys. So, Dustin, welcome.
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
So why were you a vegan? Like what caused you to go vegan?
Documentaries. Yeah, vegan documentaries. And I wasn't feeling particularly healthy at the time, so I thought maybe this is the answer. You know, all these people on Netflix are telling me this is the answer, so maybe it is. And I tried it for a year. It wasn't great. I mean, at first I thought, man, this is really working because I felt really good, but after a little while, it felt like I had less and less energy. I was sleeping longer and longer. I started getting allergies for the first time in my life. Never dealt with allergies before that, and no matter what happened, I kept trying to blame other things other than the diet. Yeah, I mean, what else? I don't know what to say.
So what other issues did you experience when you were vegan?
Oh, right. The scariest one was my vision. So I'd worn glasses for a long time, but during my year of veganism, I had to get 2 new prescriptions because my eyes just, man, it's like I get a new pair of glasses, and then it was like 2 or 3 months later, I was squinting, and I had to get another pair of glasses. But I kept blaming other things other than the diet, and then eventually my girlfriend at the time, she just said, you know, maybe you should just try some fish. And you know, it's messed up because my favorite food is salmon. It always has been, it always will be, but I hadn't eaten it in just over a year. And I tried some, and the next morning I woke up, it was, I mean, I just felt a lot better. Like a lot better. And after that, I didn't feel any guilt about dropping the veganism, because you just don't know how bad you feel until you feel better again. And it's messed up, man. It was like a cloud had lifted, and I don't know, I didn't feel bad after that about consuming eggs or milk. And I was, for the first time in my life, now that I've focused on eating animal foods that my body can digest really well, I'm fit. I have muscles. I feel good for the first time in my life. So if anybody tells you that the vegan diet is the healthiest way to go, it's maybe not true. I mean, people's genetics are different. They're gonna react differently to different things. I mean, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. So with the reason why I got Dustin on here is because I mean, look at him. He's jacked as fuck right now. he's here working out. These rings, these are his rings, and he's just doing some workouts. It's a crazy workout he's got, and it's so simple, right? Like, well, one of the things that struck me about you when we were talking the other day is your thought process now with regards to your diet, like how you think about your diet and how I mean, you're eating raw liver and raw eggs every day.
Yeah.
So to go from thinking you're saving the planet eating veganism diet to doing what you're doing now, that's a massive change. So can you just talk about that, the transition?
Yeah. I guess, like I said, man, after I felt the difference, you know, if you go vegan for a while and you slowly get depleted in things like vitamin D, your body isn't getting vitamin A. There's no vitamin A in plants. There's beta carotene, but people's genetics differ. So, for instance, I have genetics that doesn't allow me to convert beta carotene to vitamin A very well at all. So that's why my vision got bad. At least that's the theory. I'm not a doctor, you know, but the second that I started focusing on eating foods rich in vitamin A, like liver for sure, but also eggs, and eggs also have like choline and other things that are really good for your eyes, my vision improved. I no longer need glasses, okay? I don't need glasses anymore for the first time in my life, because I'm getting vitamins and minerals from food. And that's all you really need. I mean, my attitude towards food is very simplistic. Like, if you're getting your vitamins and minerals from your food, it's a good diet. I don't care how you get it. You know, some people can convert beta carotene very easily. And if that's the way they choose to go, that's fine. But the proof is in the pudding, you know? I mean, if you're not healthy, don't give advice.
But you see, most people watching this, because, I mean, the propaganda for veganism is so strong. Like, it got you, right?
Oh, yeah,
it almost got me. I tried veganism for a month.
Oh,
not a year,
not
a month.
as dumb as me, huh?
And, you know, it's very compelling the way they present their argument. Of course, it's cherry-picked advice, epidemiology studies, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But most people are watching this and they're like, what? You don't eat your vegetables? Like, how are you getting your nutrients?
I mean, yeah, anybody that knows anything about nutrition, or you can just Google this, like Google beef liver or pork liver or chicken liver, any liver, and you'll find that it is the most nutrient abundant food on the face of the planet. There's no comparison. You'd have to eat like a barrel full of carrots and broccoli to get anywhere close to a piece of liver that's like that big. And that's just a fact. You either, you know, can ignore the science or ignore facts or not. It doesn't matter. But another thing is, there's a lot of vitamins and minerals in vegetables that you can't even absorb because they're attached to fiber. So you're not getting any of that, and I think that's more important. You know, what is bioavailable in the food is much more important than what's in the food. I mean, what does it matter if there's 10 grams of protein if I can only absorb 4? It has 4. You know, like that's.
But if you watch, like, for example, Game Changers, they tell you that you can get all your protein from animal sources, which is not entirely true, because like we were saying, first of all, the volume of food you're eating, like to get that same amount of 20 grams of protein is huge.
Ridiculous.
You're eating way more calories, you're eating way more anti-nutrients, and it's just not the optimal way to get the protein.
Right, yeah. If you watch Game Changers, they'll try to convince you that a peanut butter sandwich is better protein than a piece of chicken. That is retarded. Because if you actually look at the caloric intake of those two things, it's drastically different. You have to eat like 500, 600 calories more.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Plus, you can eat a piece of liver like literally this big, like chew it up, eat it, and whoa, you have all your you get most of your vitamins from a piece of liver this big. It's crazy.
So, let me ask you this. So do you feel like you were really saving the planet when you were a vegan? And what do you feel like now? Because people are watching you, they're like, well, because, you know, if you move from the vegan camp and you actually start improving your health, eating animal foods, most vegans will attack you for that, because it's like almost like a cult. I don't want to say that word, but it kind of feels like that, because I see people getting attacked for actually healing themselves eating animal foods. So it's not really about the nutrition, in my view. It's all about, you know, the morals of eating animals. So can you talk about that?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm actually pretty embarrassed about that subject, because I told a lot of people, oh, veganism is the way to go. And I really believed it. You know, the propaganda got to me. I did feel better for a little bit of time because I stopped eating like really shitty foods. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. And maybe going vegan for like a month is a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it cleans you out. Maybe it does.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I did feel better at first, but then I started feeling worse and worse. And it seemed like the worse that I felt, the more of an advocate for the diet I was, in a weird way. The worse I felt, it was almost like I was angry at other people or something, and I wanted them to be like me. I don't know why. It was really messed up. And yeah, I think I disappointed some friends when I just said, man, I'm done with this. But I don't really care what they think anymore. And that's why, like, I don't even think the way I eat now is how everyone should eat. All I'm saying is experiment with your own body, and don't listen to all of the hype about veganism, because a lot of it is cherry picked. I mean, they say you get all your essential vitamins, but I mean, who are we to decide what's essential? Is choline essential? I think so. Is vitamin K2 essential? I think so.
But what about the animals, though?
Oh,
Are
I
you
don't.
saving the planet eating a vegan diet?
No, I don't think you are, because you're making animals, humans, suffer also. Like, I was suffering immensely. Does my suffering not matter? Another thing is, Matt, I'm from Texas. Like, I've been on these ranches. They're not all like that. Okay, my brother works on a ranch right now, and they do not treat animals like that. And let's see. I got to formulate a better argument than that, don't I? I got something. Okay, so nature is not moral. Whether we want it to be or not, it's not. And you're an animal, and you need certain nutrients to thrive. And if you're willing to sacrifice yourself for other animals, I I don't think that's noble. I think it's really stupid and very far from nature. We are the dominant species on the planet, and we do not have to feel guilty for that. Any other animal that would reach this level of superiority would not feel guilty. Morals do not dictate what your diet is and what your nutritional needs are. And that's a sad truth. I mean, we don't live in Disney World. We don't live in a Disney universe. Most people walk around with a philosophy that they learned from Disney movies. And that's nice when you're 12. But when it starts hindering your health and you start going blind because of it, you maybe need to take a step back and reconsider things.
Don't you think it's like a dose of like being delusional? You know, like we get caught up in all of this stuff that we actually don't even consider that it's our nutrition that it's lacking.
Right. It's like we're ashamed to be who we are or something. We're ashamed, and we don't want to make a wake in this world. We want to be this positive, morally superior thing walking through the planet, not making any wakes in the pond. You know, and that's just not how life is, okay? And you're talking about, like, for instance, take cows. You're talking about a massive animal that walks around and consumes things that we cannot use as food, and it turns them into food for us. That's amazing. We should be extremely thankful, and we shouldn't treat animals with disrespect. We don't have to do that, though, but we should definitely eat them because it's very good for us to do so. It's as simple as that. The morals shouldn't even come into play. Ethics shouldn't come into play. You also are an animal. Doesn't mean you need to suffer for other animals. It's ridiculous. And by the way, when you eat animals, you don't consume their fear and pain. That's I've never seen that on a nutritional label before. That's I mean, come on. It sounds nice, but can you be a little less dramatic, maybe? Like, come on.
Yeah. So, well, it's also because, you know, when you're eating plants, you're actually killing insects. Millions of insects are being killed.
Right. Yeah. What animals have the right to live? I mean, come on. Yeah, insects. You're talking about rodents. I mean, why do their lives not matter? I mean, you want to harvest all these monocrops to make your fake fucking Impossible burgers and shit. Well, I mean, it's not morally superior. It really comes down to just ego, something that your ego can latch onto and use to feel superior to other humans. And that's okay. Go ahead. You know, that's natural selection in itself. Maybe all the people who are willing to fall for that will die off, and the strong will inherit the earth. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's the morals argument. And then what else do you want to share with people real quick? Because you've been building more muscle now on a vegan diet. I saw your picture before when you were a vegan and now.
Yeah, I'll send that to you if you want to put it in the video.
Yeah, we'll put it in the B-roll or something.
I thought it was healthy. I really liked, what I noticed really about pictures from back then is my fake smile. We should probably wait for this. Yeah, what I noticed from pictures back then is that I had a lot of fake smiles, man. And I remember telling a lot of people how good I felt. And man, I think I even convinced myself that I did. And now, I mean, yeah, for the first time in my life, I feel strong. Like I can do pull-ups and dips and lift heavy weights. And
was you training back then though?
Yeah, I was. I was going to the gym 3 times a week. I was trying. You know, I believed all the hype. I ate the vegan protein powders and all that stuff. And I think I added maybe 5 pounds in about 6 months to my bench press. It was horrible. Horrible. You know, and I looked around the gym and I was actually like angry at people. I was like, no, they're doing it wrong. They've got bad form or something. But in reality, no, I was weak as hell. Like, and I kept getting weaker. And then by the end of it, for the last few months, I didn't work out. I was just done with it. I was just like, oh, this is stupid. It's a lie. People need steroids or something. That's what I was. It was such a bad attitude. I looked at people who were, now that I know what you can actually build naturally just eating a good diet, I feel bad. Because I was looking around thinking that people were like on drugs or something. Yeah. Or that I had bad genetics. It's ridiculous. No, I just wasn't eating what my body needed. Period.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Very simple, man. So I'm glad you came on and agreed to do this because I feel like there's so many people that are on the fence. You know, they watch these documentaries and they're just swayed because most people don't. It's no fault of their own, but they just don't know like how nutrition works, and you know, people believe all the propaganda because why else would you not believe it? I mean, really famous people are talking about the vegan diet. Must be true.
Yeah.
But plain. So yeah, I just wanted to get Dustin on here to share his experiences, and
If you want to save the planet, stop using fossil fuels. It's ridiculous to say that cows are causing this. If anything is causing it, it's fossil fuels. I don't know what marketing that the fossil fuel industry paid for to convert the argument over to veganism, but that is brilliant. Whoever's idea that was, if it was I mean, maybe it's just coincidence, but if it wasn't, if it was somebody's idea to be like, hey, ExxonMobil's like, let's blame cows. I got it. Let's blame cows.
Yeah.
That's just brilliant, because you could just like, I don't use fossil fuels. That's what I'm doing. I won't use them unless I absolutely have to, you know. If you want to save the planet, just stop driving your fucking car. Walk places, you know. Move to a better neighborhood where you can get your groceries just walking.
Yeah.
Do something else. Don't inflict your morals on other people and make them suffer. Because it hit me. A year of my life was lost, man. A year. And I felt like garbage.
Yeah. It's powerful stuff. So we'll end it there. You can find Dustin at
Some Dreams.
Some Dreams on Instagram.
Right.
And check him out. Check out all of his video content. He's a filmmaker.
Yeah, I mean, I was really on the fence about, you know, like sharing this type of thing. Number one, because, I don't know, people should do whatever the hell they want to do. But if somebody wants to know what I did to feel healthy, that's what it is. And yeah, I mean, I don't usually get on this side of the camera, so I don't know. Thank you for giving the platform, and that's great, man. I think people should hear this stuff.
Yeah, and it's a testament to your story. Like, everyone has a story, and a lot of times we think our story is not important, right? But I mean, your story is very important for millions of people, because I speak with these people every day and they're just not sure about what to do. They're like, oh, are eggs healthy? Is salmon healthy? Yeah. Like, they don't know. And then they watch a documentary and they're like, oh shit, Arnold Schwarzenegger said go vegan, so I'm going to go fucking vegan.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. People think some magic food's going to save them, like some berry is going to give them some antioxidants. No. Nutrition is simple. It's like math, right? You can have 2 + 2 that equals 4. As long as you get to that 4, you're good. You can also have 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 equals 4. It doesn't matter. It's the sum. It's the sum of the things you eat. If you get your vitamins and minerals and things that you need from your food, you're good. It doesn't matter where you get them. If your body can process them, awesome.
Yep.
But get your vitamins and minerals from foods, because supplements don't really work that well. They actually work pretty bad. If you look at the studies, it's kind of horrifying.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. People should do whatever they want to do. But I'm glad that there's people out there who are questioning some of this propaganda without falling into the rabbit hole like I did. Because, man, I very easily could have just kept on that path, and man, I'd be wearing fucking glasses this thick right now, walking around all angry at everybody. You know, and instead I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, that's awesome. No health issues, building muscle easily, effortless.
Yeah. You're the first person I've met in the last year that we started talking about nutrition and we were like, liver! I was so excited that another person was like, liver is good. Because every time I mention it, they're like, ew, liver is gross. I'm like, who gives a shit? It's food! And it's got a lot of vitamins. I don't know. People I've never met anybody else that I agreed on everything about food before, man. That was awesome.
It's fucking awesome.
We were geeking out in the middle of a bar, like everybody's getting drunk, and he was like, "You drink?" I was like, "Nah." He was like, "Yeah, me neither." It's like, because why would you, man? Yeah. I don't know. That was pretty funny.
But I think it all comes down to like respecting your body. Like, you respect your body, you treat it with respect, and most people don't.
Yeah, I mean, and the weird thing is, like, I mean, I used to drink a lot. I used to understand going out there and trying to find some sort of joy out of that, but now I go to the bars, I have just as much fun. You know, you can flirt with girls when you're sober.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't matter, like, and nobody really gives a shit. And save a lot of money too. But the thing is, like, it's about respecting your body, and once you start doing that and you wake up the next day feeling good instead of like shit, it's kind of addictive. You know, my mornings are addictive. Like, I love it, man. Like, sounds silly, but maybe we're just getting old, man. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's a good video, man, and we can probably do another one when you come to Bali.
Hey, I'm gonna be there during burning season, man.
Okay, cool.
I like Bali.
Yeah. So we'll do another one next time. So thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah. All right, talk to you guys soon. Hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope you got inspiration from Dustin's story. Talk to you soon.
Bye.